Hello everyone and welcome to The Flash Season 3 Fan Series Q&A, hosted by me, Liam Head, creator of the Crimsonverse and writer of the Flash Fan Series. Today I'm going to go over some of the questions you guys have asked. The cutoff was meant to be the 12th, but because there hasn't been that many questions on the post, I thought why not get it out the way now, so I can focus on filming The Flash Season 3 more as it's getting a bit complicated. Not complicated in a bad way, just complicated in the fact that it's the biggest season we've done, so I am really just trying to get everything as perfect as possible. If you do drop any questions after this video has gone out on the post that I put out, then I do apologise, but they probably won't be answered and you'll probably just have to wait to see. So without further ado, let's get into the video! So in no particular order, I'm going to read out and answer the questions that you guys dropped on the post. So it's not like I'm putting other comments before other ones. I'm literally just reading them in the order I can see them on my device. So the first question we have is from Warcraft Warrior 4459. I've noticed you a lot commenting every now and then, so thank you for your support. His question, or their question, or her question, is what are you most excited in the upcoming season to film or edit? See, I really like this question because for me personally, as writing the scripts, I see it in my head as I'm writing it, how I want to film it, what directions I want it to go down, all that kind of stuff. So what I'm most excited to film is episode 4. I dropped a post last night on the community posts saying about episode 4 of season 3, and yeah, I'm so excited to film that. The working title at the moment is versus Arrow. So obviously it's a fight episode where Arrow goes up against a character who hasn't been announced yet in the series. So when I do announce the title, that episode, I believe you guys are going to share my enthusiasm and joy for what's coming with episode 4. Because my God, it's just a dream come true to be able to make it, write it, film it, direct it. So yeah, filming and editing wise, episode 4 is definitely my favourite. And the finale is going to be good because we've got some really cool fight scenes between the Flash and Reverse Flash and some twists coming. So that's all going to be good. So I'd have to say episode 4 is what I'm looking forward to the most to edit and film. So the next question we have is from a person who does our reviews and does a lot of fan film reviews, Mysterious Cameraman. I like his reviews. They're very honest. They're very critical in a good way. So I've took a lot of the advice on board, and I just want to thank him for doing the fan film reviews and for featuring us in the Fan Film Awards last December. So December just gone. His question is: you have already adapted Flash, Arrow, Constantine, and Stargirl from the Arrowverse. Do you think we will see anything else from it? I.e. Supergirl, Black Lightning, Legends of Tomorrow, Batgirl, Superman, Lois, Gotham, etc. All I can say about this is yes, I am working on bringing more characters into the Crimsonverse and the Flash. Not all of them will be straightly adapted from the Arrowverse, because I love bringing some of the comic book storylines to life in fan film adaptations, rather than just the TV ones. But obviously a lot of the costumes available, decent looking costumes, are from TV shows or movies. So like my Flash season 4 outfit, Arrow's season 4 outfit, and whoever else we've got, they're easier to get, so they will probably look like they do on the Arrowverse or the movies, but they might have different stories, different backstories, or a comic book storyline. So one I'm thinking of doing, which I'm not saying too much about it right now in this moment because it's still really early development stages. I think there's a title on a script and one page of script for it. It's something Superman related on the channel, which will be separate from the Flash, hopefully, if everything goes to plan, and be a sort of Elseworlds Constantine vibe. But yeah, I definitely want to introduce way more characters into the Flash series and the channel to really expand the Crimsonverse. And you guys will see why coming up towards Flash Season 4 and Constantine 2 on why it's important to have that many heroes coming into the Crimsonverse. So the answer is yes. We will be adapting way more characters. Not all from the Arrowverse, not all from movies. Some will be picked from the comics, but yes, we are going to do more and are looking for people every single day to bring them to life. The next question on the list I've got is from Mr. Flibble2931. I don't know whether this is from Red Dwarf. I'm guessing it's from Red Dwarf, so absolutely respect for that name because, yeah, just awesome name if it's from Red Dwarf. If it's not, then, yeah, Red Dwarf fans going to love that. But his question is, will we be seeing Zoom again? And I don't know whether I should say this, but I'm going to say this anyway. The answer is yes. Yes, and hopefully on the screen right now, if I do my editing right, you should see the thumbnail for episode 3 of Series 3, Shadowlands, which of course includes the one and only Zoom coming back for this series. You'll see in the episode that it's left open for plans in the future, but yes, you will find out what happened to Zoom. He is coming back for cameos in episode 3, Shadowlands. A very experimental episode I'm working on. It's not going to be the same format as some of the other episodes. Some people might find it quite boring. Other people might find it quite artistically great. The entire episode is pretty much filmed in black and white. And it follows Barry heading into the Shadowlands. If you want to know more about the Shadowlands, type it in on Google, look at fandom wikis, or watch Stargirl Season 2 and Season 3 to know more about that. But yes, Zoom is coming back in The Flash Season 3, as we left him out in Series 2, obviously to focus on Savitar, and his story was done at the end of Season 1. But when we pick up with Zoom again in the Shadowlands, you'll find out exactly what happened to him after Season 1, the Season 1 finale. And yeah, I cannot wait to get Zoom back on screen with Barry again. So the answer is yes, Zoom is returning in Series 3 for a one-off appearance in that series. The next one we have is from Jamie Fisher 8330. And he's asking, you were teasing multiple heroes in Season 3. Justice League, maybe? Well, this is the thing. Obviously, the heroes we've got coming up exist in the Justice League or JSA or other stuff out there, like Constantine, normally Justice League Dark. But all the heroes coming up in The Flash Season 3 will eventually lead to a team-up of pretty much all of them that are being introduced. Because a lot of people we've cast, well, not a lot of people, but because some of the people that we've cast live distances from each other and my home base, it's hard to get people down to do filming. So some of them, like Amelia playing Stargirl, she mainly is Stargirl and Courtney on video calls with Barry. She will appear off video calls. That's already wrote down. But it's just easier for those cast members and also easier for us to move the series along and film rather than have to wait or organise going different places across the country and stuff like that. So, yes, Justice League is a very, very big possibility. I wouldn't say have your hopes up for it in Season 3 because I'm taking my time building it because I have plans for way more heroes to come in before we do that. And of course, we've got to announce who's fighting Arrow, and they will be I suppose you could say, Justice League character. So, yeah, Justice League is definitely a high possibility, but just don't expect it too early on. This one is a very interesting question from a subscriber who comments on a lot of our videos. Dalek Avenger 194. I assume you came to the channel when we were doing Doctor Who and have stuck around, which I absolutely thank you for, because the Doctor Who series, we just started out. I didn't really know what I was doing with it much. I was just kind of winging it here and there with a very, very, even more limited cast than The Flash has got. So thank you for that support. And your question is, now this is interesting, I like this one. Is Constantine going to be in The Flash Season 3? I teased this. I teased that Constantine was going to be very important to The Flash Season 3. I gotta be very careful to answer this, but my reaction's probably giving it away. Yes. Okay, yes. At some point during The Flash Season 3, John Constantine from our fan film will be appearing in The Flash at some point during the series, but I'm not going to say when, what episode, how it's going to tie in, or what it's leading to, because obviously Constantine's set on an Elseworlds in the Crimsonverse to The Flash, and obviously I play Constantine and The Flash, and has been picked up on quite a lot of other characters on the channel. So yeah, how's that going to fit into The Flash Season 3? Well, I planned it quite well, and how Constantine will cross over. So you're just going to have to wait to see how he crosses over in his cameo, and what big things that's going to lead to in the future. And the last one that wasn't on a post of on the channel, on the community post, it was a question from someone else who was just very interested. But they asked, what are your future plans for the Crimsonverse or the Flash? I can't say too much yet again, as I said this before, because it's going to ruin a lot of the surprises. But the future of the Crimsonverse is 3 separate channels. All 3 channels exist already. There is TOPESHARK, which there'll be a link in this description of the video for his channel. The character that hasn't been announced yet, who will fight Arrow, his series will exist on TOPESHARK's channel. And of course the Green Arrow series and movie New Dawn Fades, which comes out 4th of October 2023. The link to Green Arrow UK will also be in the description. You'll follow Arrow's adventures there. And when they all cross over, they'll cross over on Crimsonverse Productions on this channel for the, let's just say, the crossover events like the Crisis on Infinite Earths, Elseworlds, that kind of stuff. Like the Arrowverse did. So we're creating our own Arrowverse in the Crimsonverse, where you'll follow 3 separate shows. You don't have to watch each show. Like, you don't have to watch The Flash to enjoy New Dawn, even though I make a cameo. Well, Barry from Crimson makes a cameo. You don't have to watch Crimson's Flash to understand the other series that TOPESHARK's doing. My friend Ethan. They all will be separate contained stories and series, but they'll all be set in the Crimson universe. So when Arrow's in Star City, in New Dawn, Barry will be during his Series 4 arc on our channel. So the continuities will all be the same. And characters will cross over to different channels and stuff like that. So the future of the Crimsonverse really is we're expanding bigger than I could ever imagine. There's more and more people interested, more and more people that we're casting, more people we're reaching out to, they're reaching out to us, stuff like that. So, yeah, the future of the Crimsonverse and the Flash is one that I really hope people stick around for, because you are going to get really good content. I'm not just saying that, but you are, because my mission with the Flash and Crimsonverse is to create not just the best looking content, but some of the best stories, have some characters that don't normally appear in fan films. Like, my hope is to get Dr. Fate in at some point, and Supergirl, Superman, all that kind of stuff. And I know they do a lot of fan films of those, but other lower tier characters, like I know in Green Arrow UK series or movies, he's got a character called Henry Fife, who's from the Green Arrow comics, who as far as I know, hasn't appeared on TV or movies. Some detectives and that. So there's going to be characters that, you know, aren't mainstream showing up, give them a new lease of life. We're not going to do some of the same stuff that the comics and TV shows have done with characters. I definitely know that Ralph is probably not getting stretchy powers, which, sorry to disappoint people. He might one day, but not for the foreseeable future. So yeah, there's people like Wally West and all that we want to bring in, but the future Crimson, it's up in the air at the moment. But all I do know, and all the team at Crimson know, is the Flash season 3 and 4 is happening. Constantine 2 is definitely happening, and we're getting more and more people interested in roles. Like we've got Alex Montgomery coming in as a secretive character. Lolly McNeil's coming in as a secretive character, which we can't announce yet because everyone will already guess where we're going with it, and I don't want that yet. So all I can say is just stick around. I don't want to be in stuff like Lotus levels and that, because I've never been one for hiring massive teams and making it look like it's a Warner Brothers or Marvel project, because that robs away from the realism of fan films and some of the rawness of people's talent. When you start just making, like, I would rather sit down and watch a fan film someone has made on a strict budget than sit there and watch a copy of a Marvel film that looks exactly the same. Because what's the point? What's the point in coming to a fan film when you could literally just sit there and watch a professional movie? You want to come to a fan film to see these people's passions, these people's talents, all come together in a raw format, no matter what they've got, no matter whether they're rich, no matter whether they've just got a camera and they pitch up in a park and start to film Hawkeye versus Hulk, and it's some guy dressed in a green t-shirt. Like, to me, that's fan films. That's the community, and that is the entire point of making fan films. It's not to make Warner Brothers level stuff. It's to do the best with what you've got, have an interesting story, and just screw everyone else, man. Just tell your story, make your story. I know it's a bit of a rant, and I apologise. It's meant to be a Q&A, but I just wanted people to know that, like, don't worry if your fan film does not look like the CW. Do not worry if your costumes do not look like Warner Brothers. Okay, just go out there, make your films, and just be happy, have fun. Just have fun. Okay, and yes, we've got a lot of effects on Crimson, we've got some good cast, we've got some good costumes, but even without those, we still have fun. We're still a group of friends, and we still just go out there and do it. So my main advice to anyone making fan films, even myself, have fun, do what you can, with what you can, when you can, and just go out there and rock it. Don't listen to the haters. If they want to go and watch something that's got a $4,500 budget, oh, bloody let them. They're boring. The real fan films are the ones that start from the ground up, and the ones that just love the characters, love the stories, and they want their versions out there. So go and do it, people. And Crimson are behind you 100% of the way with all of your projects. Even if they are high budget, I'm not saying apologise for having the money and the people to do it, but don't worry if you haven't. Crimson will always be behind you. We'll always be there to support you, and we will always make content that isn't Warner Brothers level, but the story and the fun behind it will always come through. So sorry for a bit of a rant. It is at the end of the video. If you're switched off by now, I do not blame you. But yeah, the future of the Crimsonverse is the same, really, as the future of any fan film. We want to have fun. We want to create. We want to make. We just want to bring these characters to life. So the main thing to take away from this Crimsonverse future thing is, hell man, it's going to be fun. Whatever happens, whatever it looks like, it is going to be a thrill ride. It already is a thrill ride. The sense of fun and excitement I get from acting against the Green Arrow, it's like, what the hell? So just enjoy it, man. Just get out there and enjoy it. And that is the end of the Q&A and Liam's rant. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, do whatever you can. And to people who are already doing it, and to people coming on board, doing voiceovers or anything, you're all appreciated. And to every single one of 715/16 maybe subscribers, you are great. So see you soon, and this is Liam signing off.
Hey guys, I've heard that there's a really good Constantine fan film by a guy called Liam Head. Maybe you should check it out, no?